Welcome to Foodie Friday. This is a new segment here on the Ingredient Guru channel. And as the Ingredient Guru, I am always looking for ways to share information with you about some of the stupid stuff that happens to our food and things that I see at the grocery store. I have talked a lot about how I go to the grocery store and I look at labels for things I have no intention of buying. I just want to see what they're doing. However, I have thoughts about that. So I decided I am going to start this new segment called Foodie Friday. I am going to go through some of the labels that I see at the grocery store and share my thoughts with you, good, bad, or indifferent, to let you know what's happening at the grocery store so you can make the best, healthiest decisions for you and your family. So here we go. All right. The very first thing that we see is this is organic grass-fed milk. This is the first time that I have seen this at the grocery store. I have not seen grass-fed milk. I've seen grass-fed cheeses. And so I thought that was really kind of interesting. I will share with you, I'm happy to see this because grass-fed is a great option. Grass-fed is healthier for us. It is also better for the cows. They are outside where they're supposed to be, not locked up in a barn, not confined to a small pen. And so that is definitely a good thing. Also, the milk that they create is better for us. So I'm sharing this right here is one study that I managed to find that shares how grass-fed milk, if you look at the bottom, it says pasture feeding has been demonstrated to have a positive impact on the nutrient profile of milk, increasing the content of some beneficial nutrients such as omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids, vasenic acid, conjugated linoleic acid, while reducing the levels of omega-6 fatty acids and palmitic acid. So that makes grass-fed milk a great choice for us. The best option is to get it locally from a small farmer if you can. Otherwise, I would consider looking into getting it at your grocery store if they have it. Next up, we have Kind Squares. And this is really interesting. I talk a fair amount about how food producers are always looking for a way to create more sales, more brand awareness, more brand identity for their people. And Kind is a bar, a nutrition-ish bar. It's an adult candy bar, really, that tends to be nuts and some sort of sweetener to hold it together. Sometimes they're chocolate lined on the bottom. There were a number of different kinds of Kind bars. Then they started creating Kind Thins. So they had thin bars for those people who wanted to have all the benefit of a Kind bar, all the enjoyment of that healthier candy bar type thing, without having as much of it. So a thin was like a smaller snack. And then they created a snack size one. So they had Kind minis. Now they've created something new. They've got these soft baked squares. And again, they're just looking for ways to grow their product line and to try to convince you that this is something you want to eat. We see front of package labeling telling us that it has 5 grams of protein per serving. It is gluten-free. It's made with 14 or more finely ground almonds per bar. When we look at the ingredients, we want to start with the nutrition panel, and we see that the total sugars are 8 grams of sugar, including 7 grams of added sugar. I really strongly dislike that they say percent daily value and tell us this is 14% of our daily value for sugar. We have no daily value for sugar. We don't need it. We like it. We enjoy it, but we do not need it. It is not required. So please learn to ignore that line and that column in this particular kind of a thing. Anytime we see a percent daily value for sugar, we just have to know we don't need it. When we look at this, we see that there is a lot of sugar in this. It comes from a number of different things, tapioca syrup and also cane sugar. There's sugar in the chocolate. And so we really are getting quite a bit of sugar. We have natural flavor in there, one of my very unfavored ingredients, because we don't really know what it is. It should be flavorful enough without having to add chemicals, in my opinion. So just to be aware that this is a new product that they've got out there and something else that they are adding to try to get you to buy more Kind brand products. Next, I was at Trader Joe's and I saw this cheesy seasoning blend. Add some cheesiness to popcorn, vegetables, pasta, whatever. So when we look at the ingredients, we see that it is a dairy-based product. I am going to guess that it is potentially from cows that are given recombinant bovine growth hormone. I did not see anything on the label that indicated that it was not hormone-free. Your body doesn't need those added hormones. So really, I would love to encourage you to make sure when you're buying dairy products that you are choosing a dairy product that is not made with added hormones. If possible, it would also be great to get one that is made without added antibiotics. Choose organic, choose pasture-raised. Those are definitely good options. Now, this also, in addition to all of the dairy product up at the top, does have some sea salt, some garlic powder, onion powder, dried rosemary, and dried oregano. So it does have some other flavor to it, but because of the dairy, it's not, in my opinion, a great choice. And I just want to point out the price. It is $2.99 for 2.4 ounces. Now, if you happen to want a cheesy flavor to your pasta, to your other ingredients, you can put it on a baked potato, you can put it on veggies, et cetera, et cetera. There is another option. And funny enough, they did happen to have it at Trader Joe's, 2 shelves below the cheesy powder, nutritional yeast. So nutritional yeast happens to be a very cheesy flavored substance. And you'll notice that this is $3.49 for 4 ounces. So price-wise, it's definitely a better deal. It is a single ingredient. Actually, it's not a single ingredient. Let me amend that. It is nutritional yeast. Most nutritional yeast in this country is sold. It is fortified with a few other B vitamins. Nutritional yeast as a product, especially as a fortified product, does happen to have a lot of B vitamins. You can see from that table over to the left. And so if you're looking for something to add some cheesiness, I generally tend to recommend nutritional yeast. And if you want some of those added spices, the onion, the garlic, the rosemary, you can add those yourself and make your own seasoning blend and save a little bit of money while you're doing it. So those are the top 3 things that I saw at the grocery store on my last trip. This is the Foodie Friday roundup for this week. This is the first one. I cannot wait to bring more of these to you and share this information. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Thanks so much, and I will be back with another Foodie Friday soon. Take care, folks. Bye.